So these two books are Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about books. So this is going to be a September reading wrap-up. And as you saw in the thumbnail, there weren't very many books in my thumbnail because I have a confession to make. I did not get that much reading done in September. It was a bit of a rough month for me, not in like a bad way, just in like a work-wise way. So we went back to school right after Labor Day and we went back to school. So because there's COVID and there's a lot of restrictions, so we had to like really be on top of things, like learn a whole new style of teaching. And I would come home first week of school just completely exhausted. So all I really did was wanting to just watch TV and sleep. That was really all I did for the first 2 weeks of school. But I mean, we're doing great. I'm glad that we can be in person for school. It's just such a nice experience. So I'm happy for that. But that does mean that my writing and reading really hit a slump. So I only really read 2 books this year, one of which is a book that I had to read because I'm going to be teaching it, and the other was a fun read that I've been trying to get through for a while. So let's start with the first book. The second book of the Lord of the Rings series, The Two Towers. So I started reading that at the end of August, and I got through it through September, and again, I'm really enjoying the Lord of the Rings series. I didn't think I would, but I really am. I just love the description that Tolkien uses to bring his worlds alive, and I'm loving the characters and symbolism, and I'm just kind of shocked that I haven't read it so far. So some other things that I noticed while reading the book, it made the second movie make more sense. A lot of times when I was watching the movies, I've seen the movies a couple times, and I was like, why is this person here? Like, especially like with Wormtail, I think that's the correct one, Wormtail, and the king, and I can't remember his name now, but you know, that guy and that guy. So reading the book made them make more sense, because I was always like, why are they here? It seems so random. But then like even in the book it's kind of random, but then it makes sense, and it makes a little bit more sense, and you get the background and everything about why they're so important, rather than just like seeing 2 dudes on a screen and then being like, I don't know who they are. Okay, cool, like let's just continue the story. I want to know what happens with Frodo. So that really did help a lot with the understanding of everything, and I just really enjoyed it. So 2 thumbs up. The other book that I read was Hunting November, which is the sequel to Killing November. So these 2 books are about a girl named November who is sent randomly to a secret super location that seems to be like in the middle of nowhere, Europe, and almost like she's transported into a medieval lifestyle where there are a group of spies. It's a spy school. It's not like CIA spies, it's like their own sort of organization that has been around for millennia. And so in the first one, someone is murdered. They think it's November and who has killed the person, and they have a rule there, like an eye for an eye. If like someone gets a cut on you, you get a cut back. So like there's people like literally after her life, and that is legal in their school. So about a year ago, I read Killing November, and I really liked it, and was like, oh cool, there's gonna be a sequel. I'm totally gonna get that. The second one is continuing that journey, and her dad now she didn't grow up in this world. She grew up in normal, I think, New England, America, normal small town girl who was not trained for all these things, and then her dad mysteriously sends her here, and then he's on the run. So then she's trying to find her dad in the second book, and like the first book, there were a lot of moments in the first half, so like leading up to the midpoint turn. They're all really interesting chapters and really well done, but it was really easy to put the book down. And the same thing happened with Killing November. I was like, ooh, this is intriguing, I like it. But at the end of the chapter, I was fine to put it back down and like not go to it until you hit the midpoint turn, and then just like, I want to keep reading, I want to keep reading, I want to keep reading. Which that happens in a lot of popular books and a lot of good books. Nothing wrong with that. It just meant that with my busy life schedule, reading the book did take a little bit longer for me. Maybe it won't be easy put down for you, but for me it was easy put down. But then as soon as I get to that second midpoint turn, I was like, oh my goodness, the characters are great. Like everything is just like, you know, falling into place, and it's just like, it's a fun read, especially if you like spies, a little bit of romance in there, and teen angst, and like this one's not so much in boring, but it's more travel. So if you like all those things, it was a really fun read, and so I do suggest getting a copy of one of those. And that's all that I've read in September. So yes, it was more of a shorter video, shorter review, because again, teacher life. But I hope to read some more in October, at least finishing up the Lord of the Rings series and at least one other book. It has been challenging with juggling school and some of my other hobbies to read. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click subscribe and ring that bell for more videos on all things writing and reading. I release new videos every Thursday. And if you have read any cool books that you would like to share with me from September's reading, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And happy reading, everybody. Keep writing, keep reading, and stay creative. Bye!